Surf Apprentice, filming from a different location. Currently we have guests, husband and wife couple, residing here for the next couple of weeks as they await their overseas move to Israel. They're gonna be there for like 5 years for my religion. They're just doing some service. So their lease had run up and they're gonna be here for like a notch under 2 weeks, and the kids are loving it. But yeah, we've just had to make space, and I'm just doing it here in Khalil's space. As you can see, it's quite cluttered with this, that, and the other, but when they go, we'll sort it out. So that'll be like early to mid-March, and that's fine. They're good. And yeah, I thought maybe I'll take care of a few packs or 4 before the Select TLA comes out. The pre-sales have been sold out for a while, for a week, and they're gonna apparently ship it out tomorrow. So I've got a box, but yeah, maybe, I think at the moment for the elites I've got 16, 17, maybe 18 packs. So I might churn them out before season starts, which is Sunday, or even maybe next week, depending on how soon these select cards come through. And yeah, go through these 4, but keen for the footy on Sunday, the Vegas round, the round 0, games 1A. Predictions, I think that the Cowboys and the Dogs will get it. Smaller field, their defense maybe deemed stronger based on squads from last year, but anything can happen this year. But those are the 2 teams that I'll be tipping. And in regards to the SuperCoach and fantasy of it all, I've got maybe 6 or 7 of those players, a lot of MIDI players. You need to create a SuperCoach team. I know you're not doing the fantasy because of the loop thing and it's too complicated for you, but that's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna encourage you to at least look at the SuperCoach. For both of my teams, I've selected Hakeem Haas as FKA Payne as the captain, and Ramadan Haas is always beast mode. Like, he is just so fit and always up for it. Speaking of which, I think I've told you about how in my religion we're fasting from next week, early March, for 19 days. Come and join me. It's a health detox as well as a spiritual detox, and so that's when I'm always at my prime, physically, mentally, spiritually. So yeah, it always gets me set up for the rest of the year. I kind of need it. I've been feeling a bit, I wouldn't say anxious or overwhelmed, but just, yeah, there's a shift there. I'm trying to center align it again. So this will always get me back in that right headspace. And yeah, come and join me in it. It's, yeah, no food, no drink from sunrise to sunset. So I'm always up a little earlier in this period. Now, my sister said that her and her husband will be heading to the gym at 3 a.m. So I'll probably try and join them. And then, yeah, have an early breakfast, and then just continue as normal with the drop-offs and the work schedules. And yeah, it's a little taxing, especially during this period in the Townsville heat, even though we've had a bit of rain. That always makes me drained, but 20 years of experience. It doesn't get easier, but you do believe in yourself a little more. So that's what's getting me through. Busting my finger, forgot to mention that yesterday. This was Saturday night, so 3 days ago. It's been on for 3 days. It was just, which was a cool story, but I was just washing tongs, steel tongs, and got my finger in between and split it, and it was just bleeding profusely, which is why the wife encouraged me to head to urgent care that Saturday evening. It was like 8. This is when the Titans and Storm game was going on. I got big reps on Titans because of it, but it's still preseason. But had to cut that short. And then urgent care turned me away because they said they were booked out. So I guess it wasn't that urgent. And went back to the hospital, which was like 5 minutes from my house. So drove unnecessarily like 15, 20 minutes. And was seen relatively quick that Saturday night. And they just put this over the wound, and saw my doctor yesterday for my H. pylori breath test. But then that's been, moved to a couple weeks time, just so that they can give it a few weeks of ceasing the treatment to see if it's still in there. But then Ome just got his nurse to touch up my paper stitches because they came off, because it's really hard to keep it dry. But that's what this is. So maybe I'll put on some gloves. Let me just quickly find it. And I'm back. Now, turn around. Put on two. Otherwise, I'll just be like Michael Jackson with a hee. Okay, so as I was saying, Hakeem Haas is going to be my captain for the first few weeks. And his base stats are always awesome. 50-odd tackles, going to play over 60 minutes, whereas you don't know too much with how the halfbacks will go based on coming back. You don't know what their form's like from preseason. Now that all the women have turned off their YouTube and left the chat. So I bought cards, and the select trading cards are more expensive than the wife's birthday. I think maybe by just like 10-20 bucks. Should I let her know? I don't know. She's got some mad gifts. She's into like puzzles. So there's this one called the Magic Maze. It's like a 3-set via the Amazon, but they haven't charged me, and they said it's going to come in April, and her birthday's like March 11th. So there's a couple of backup gifts as well. Like I got her this book called Big Trust. Looks really interesting. I think she's going to enjoy it, and I'm keen to check it out as well after she's done with it. So I kind of bought it for her, a little bit for me. Self-help, but it's gonna, just based on the reviews and knowing the author, like it looks like it's worth the read. So I'll do that. That's what I usually do during the fast as well. Try to detox from the tech, because I just get too addicted with it, and just try and pick up some books. Just get to reading. I don't do that enough. And got her some headphones as well. Don't know why. They're just on special. They're just the bone conducting ones, so she's going to be able to hear the kids screaming out for no, a lot easier than when she's got the headphones, when she's trying to concentrate on doing this, that, or the other. So I'll let you know how that goes. Anyway, point being, should I buy one more gift just to make up for the lack of Valentine's Day gift and getting the cards that are probably a little more costly than the 3 gifts that she's got? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Sweeter Princess. All right, here we go. First pack. Let's see who we got. Okay. Recently departed from his team. It makes it sound like he died. Pappenhausen, gonna be a big loss, but keen to get to see how Sua goes. And Fa'alongo is in both of my fantasy and my SuperCoach, so got big reps on him. He looks a little bulkier, still got that speed, and there was a kick on the inside from Munster, so hopefully see a lot of that. And apparently, I don't know, I think I heard it from one of the potties that I listened to, that they're excited about having him in there, because it's kind of like how Billy Slater was always calling this, that, and the other to Coops when they were, in their prime. And now Money and Rome have that, as well as Harry, have that same like spark of excitement to, just bring a new challenge to it for 2026. I still see them finishing the top 8, but it's going to be not a failure of the season, finish outside the 4, but they've had so many chop and changes and dramas off field that it's going to be a massive effort from Bellamy and the boys to be prepped for 2026. I will tip them this week for the win against Para, because Para's had a couple of injuries and a little bit of a what would you call it, like distractions in their field, especially with Iongi, but don't know how old that footage is, but we'll let the integrity unit sort it. Now we got Bradman Best, who will feature at Vegas. He could have a big season. He could be featured in the New South Wales Origin squad. Liam Martin, he hasn't featured at all. I don't recall in the preseason, but you know what he brings. He may be too fast now, and that might be his fast twitch might be impacting his 80-minute performances, because he looked gassed last time he played. You know, that was the Broncos prelim. But yeah, if anyone can do it, it's the Penrith team. So no worries there. Oh, Isaac Tummel, and he's a parallel. He's going to be in the centers, and hopefully he transitions to the second row sooner rather than later, because big body, he's got good speed, and he's just safe in the defensive end as well. I think I've already got this one, Strangey. So the Ethan connection in the halves for Canberra. Curious to see how that's going to go, especially considering not seeing any of the spine feature in the preseason. So you know what their forward pack can offer, but I'm not too sure how the spine is going to perform, just because I haven't seen any sample sizes. Lehigh, hopefully he slots in at the 1, but with Tommy Turbo there, it's hard to turn him down from that fullback spot. Personally, I'd choose Lehigh, just because Tommy Turbo can be a threat with early ball, so we'll see. Kicks will feature at Vegas. I'm expecting big things this year again for him. And Lockie Galvin be playing at the 7. So that's one pack. Let's do the second. Trusty scissors. Not necessary, but I don't know. It just feels cleaner when I do it like this. Alright, pack number 2. Again, just the base version. Ramian, off contract, so maybe he's going to bring it and try and get an offer from Cronulla, or even maybe a team like Parrot. And Melbourne. RTS, just beast. Parallel Xavier Coates, very cool. Unfortunately, he's injured for maybe the first 6 to 8 weeks of the season. Big loss. So hopefully he recovers up and brings it in time for Origin. Young gun. 41 of 221 Blaze Delaney. So he'll be slotting in at the 6, partnering up with Cleary. Be curious to see how they go the second year round. Ruben Garrick, saw him in the trials, but he was listed as injured in the SuperCoach, so expect him to start. They got the buy-in round free, so I probably won't buy him straight away. Cotter will be at the lock slot in Vegas. It's just he always brings it. He's always an 8.5 out of 10, just quality. And then Tigers checklist. Now that's 2, halfway there. Let's be patient, my boy. Not much going on today. Dropped off the kids already. Was gonna go to get my x-ray done, but I thought maybe after my finger heals I'll sort that, because the wrist is a bit funny as well. Just, man, don't get old, bruv. Seriously. Knights checklist. Isako could be in the top 5 for the highest point scorer. AFB will probably be in the New South Wales squad now that he's eligible. So him and Hakeem, that's, damn, what a combo. And then Mitch Barnett as well coming back. That 4-pack. Try Gray, yep, keen to see how he goes at fullback. He would have been my preferred. For Latrell in that left center, and that left side is just gonna be gone. Got a few of those guys in my fantasy SuperCoach teams. Oh, new recruit Stefano Utoikamano. I think he's gonna have a big season. They need him to have a big season. He's another year older there under the Melbourne system. So RCG currently at London Broncos, I think. Wonder how he's going. Para. checklist. Haven't really touched on the World Club Challenge. Hulk KR deserved it. They were awesome for that first 60. Broncos almost came back, and it was the best result from a loss that we could have had, because we can't be relying on those X factor plays and those big comebacks, especially with the quality of the NRL squads there. They will not let us get a sniff in if it's 30-4 again. So yeah, hopefully that reinvigorates us, and I'm still saying undefeated season. Anyway, Tui Polotu, Money Man, he will feature on one wing. I'm more keen to see how Setu 2 goes. Kind of gives me Sione Katoa vibes. And so, yeah, the Dragons backline. Interesting. Harry Grant, he will probably be carving up in the first few rounds, especially without Ryan there. He has to bring that calming influence, and then that'll be balanced out with Money's excitement and exuberance. And then Jerome Hughes, he's just exciting too. So, wow, it's going to be amazing watching their attack. Angus off to Union next year. He's going to carve up. He's just beast. Kalen has got the kicking duties, so he's appealing, but I probably won't have him in my fantasy squad. Parallel Fafita, who's now at South, so I reckon he could even be a captaincy option, just because he was a beast when he was on, and now he's under Wayne. So, oh yeah, Marquis Adden. This is a 70 of 93. Yeah. I see. Then we got a Titans checklist. Reed Marnie, probably at 60 odd, and Sonny Luke will also feature in their hooker rotations. Apparently he's carving up 4 cows at training, and yeah, bringing exactly what they need. So it'll be exciting to see how they go in that spine. And Tapani, he hasn't featured at all at the preseason, but you know how quality he is. And yeah, that's it, mate. So a couple of good ones there, like that gold marquee for AFB, and a few parallels, and yeah, just the young guns. So we'll let you know if I get any tracking advice from the Oz person in regards to the select card box and vinyl folder, but that's pretty much it. So it's been a pleasure. Cheers, bro.